Alright, last round was at Hogan Park Golf Course, the Roadrunner course, and we absolutely dominated it, shooting a bogey-free 66. We now jump over to the Quail course, which I believe got uploaded just a little bit later, and we're going to see how we do on this one. Starting off with a very nice drive down the center of the fairway, leaving a wedge 111 yards in. That's never going to draw. And it was short, so not taking advantage there. Oh, I wanted to mention this. I was playing with the offset, right? Because it wasn't quite lining up with where I put the ball down. And turns out in version 2 there's a new thing, and you'll see it here. It says Launch Visual Offset Editor. And I didn't click it that time, but I do click it now. And I just wanted to go through that real quick because it's a cool thing for people who hit kind of on the side. If you click this button right here, there you go. There you go, David. And then down here at the bottom, left hand or right hand offset. So if you click the right hand slider, you can slide the pin back and forth until it's in front and lined up GARMIN ball pin. And I did it on a short chip like this, which was perfect, and then I checked it again later on a longer shot to make sure it was still lined up, and it was perfect. So instead of trying to mess around with the numbers, just go in and do the slider, and you'll be much happier. That's a great addition for GSPRO. We already have prevented the bogey-free round from occurring again at Hogan Park, and we are +1 through the first. Well, I do remember this course. There's literally a tree in front of every second shot. You're not supposed to go directly through it like I just tried to. Luckily, this was just a layup. It's a par 5. But I found that there was like an obstacle right on your driving landing spot on every hole here, which made it surprisingly harder than I think it could be if you just pounded it down the middle and hit good shots in. This green also pretty small with some tough little edges around it that slope off, so sneakier and definitely harder than the Roadrunner course. What I will say is I did not play the whites on this one. I think we're on the yellows or the reds. Look. Yellows. So the yellows are back. Look, this one's like 50 yards back from the whites. So here's another tree. This one I carry, but if you're stuck behind that tree, you're hitting through it as well. So some cleverly placed stuff here at the Hogan Park. But 111, more trees, and I just hit so short. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. But another bogey. So +3 through 3 is how you want to start. Some more trees right where you land. That's the common layout of this course, is like put the fairways down and then plant 2 trees right where they're trying to land the drives so that they're screwed. This has a little sneaky bath that we're going to take a dip in. And so really a horrendous start. I do know that this round I clean it up a little bit, and it doesn't end quite as bad as it begins. But here, another unlucky break. That would have been a bogey. It spins out of the hole for quite a ways, which this seems to be defying gravity at this point. It's not, if it's that sloped, it should be picking up speed. But it ends up as a double bogey. So again, dogleg right with trees covering the elbow that you either got to carry or mess with. That looked really heely. which means it's going left, and then I got trees in front of the green as well. So you really got to hit windows here. And plus 5 through 4 is kind of telling, ooh, look at that one. Right over the tree branch and in for a birdie. When I said plus 5 through 4, I meant plus 4 through 5 and on to the 6th, where a tee shot is on the way. And we give it right back, plus 5 again. Ouch. Alright, another dog leg where you got trees in the elbow. This one's going to just go over the top. Almost hit a bird. Has anyone hit a bird in this game? Is it possible? That was the closest I've seen. Can I find an 80-yard shot? No. Get the par, though, and get the heck out of there. With the bogey streak, we're going to just not want to be a part of that. Par 4, 371 here on the 8th hole. The drives have been fine. We've had shots at the green, just not really executing. And then we hit a couple trees. Trying to hit a big slinging draw in there, and a couple inches away from holding the green. But now we're short-sighted, and this is always no fun. And it goes long. So plus 6 through 8, and really just not getting it all together. 145 here. That's coming off looking nice, but it's long. You hit it too good all of a sudden, and it goes 10 yards farther than you thought. And then ooh, that chip checked up, thank goodness, but that was going to be a disaster. 160, 10th hole, back 9. Let's have a different story here on the back. Just trying to hit a draw swing and just didn't swing into out enough, but that's a regular old par on a par 3, and we move on. Hitting over the trees in the elbow of the dogleg. The 11th is a par 4, 367 yard here at Quail in the Hogan Park collection, is how we're going to say it. This one looks good. Jump up there. Oh my god. Checks up a yard from a birdie. And now the 12th hole, sitting at plus 6 still. We've strung together some pars and had a good shot, but not quite what we want. This is certainly not what we want. A huge pull. Kind of a sneaky angle to get to it here. Trying to hit a big slinger around those trees with like a 3-iron, and not quite able to do so, but trying to find 22 yards to save a birdie. Look at that. I'm just trying to chip it close to save par, and we dump it in there and go back to plus 5. Very next shot is 1 inch away from a birdie, which is really sad, but we're going to count that in our heads and say that should have been plus 4. We're going to end up behind that tree in the elbow. This is a par 5, though, and we're going to have about 175 left, so it's a good swing here. That was not it. What the heck was that? Oh my goodness, yeah, that was so weird. Okay, 42. Looks straight, but it is so short, it's laughable. That's how you waste a par 5. So +5 through 15 is sounding a lot better than whenever we were +5 through 5. This one's going to skim right over the top of the tree and be in the rough, but only 122 away. Another tough pin location. That was a weird swing too. Some really like handsy off balance swings by me in this round, not helping the score. Nice little chip in there for a par though. 16th hole, let's try and finish strong here. Par 4, only 280. I didn't like that either. It actually turns out okay because it comes off like a knuckleball. 2700 spin, and we get a good roll out. Gotta birdie this, 25 yards. And I can't. Oh, jeez, that's disappointing. So we could be at +3 if we just executed a couple shots. Got lucky on another one. 2-3-2. If I could hit the cart path, that would be great. Just rides it for a little bit and leaves us 120 away. 17th hole. Trying to hit a fade. And this looks good. And that's in. So that is a birdie. And we're at +4. Birdieing the 17th hole is good. Last hole of the day at Hogan Park. Hitting another not great drive. Ending up in the rough. But 94 yards to try and get one more birdie. If we get down to +3, that would be something. It's a little short. But it's a par. And +4 for the whole round after that terrible front 9 is a better accomplishment than I thought. So we'll try and get back to Hogan Park eventually, but a lot more courses coming on the channel soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, bell, all that good stuff.